What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Derek Branch here of the Sports View 360 podcast. And tonight I just want to quickly recap what transpired today in the Black Friday game today for the NFL. You had the Chicago Bears heading on the road to take on the defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Bears won this game by a score of 24-15 to improve to 9-3 on the season. Eagles now are 8-4 on the season. They still are in control of the NFC East, but we all know that can change, based on how things play out down the stretch. Now, in regards to today's game, for the most part, it was close. It was a close game until the second half, where the Bears just came out there and played bully ball against the Eagles' defense. Money guy, they were one of the Bears running backs. He had over 100 yards rushing. DeAndre Swift, former Philadelphia Eagles running back, he had over 100 yards rushing in this game. So they had over 200 combined, 200 yards rushing against that really good Philadelphia Eagles defensive front. Caleb Williams had over 150 yards passing. Not great. He's still not a finished product, but he looks a lot better compared to his rookie season. That just goes to show you how much that coaching matters. Coaching matters for a quarterback, especially a quarterback taken at the top of the draft, number one overall. Coaching matters. It was imperative that the Bears get Caleb Williams with the right offensive coordinator, with the right head coach, with the right play caller. Ben Johnson has done all of that this season. And so far, man, he is a slam dunk hire for that team. Slam dunk hire for the Chicago Bears. He keeps this up. Most likely going to win Coach of the Year, unless they give it to Mike Vrabel, who has done a good job with the New England Patriots in his first season as head coach. But if I had a choice in the matter, I'll lean the Chicago Bears, man, just because what has transpired last year. Get the fire coach, Caleb Williams, all that other stuff going on. Dude comes in, puts together a really good staff, and has Caleb Williams playing some really good football. And this is only year one of the Ben Johnson era in Chicago. Year two could be even much better. But they control this game for the most part, man. They controlled it for the most part. Defense had a turnover again. They lead the league in turnovers. Their defense, led by Dennis Allen, defensive coordinator. Kevin Byard, man, was a forgotten name. And just like that, he gets with the right organization, the right coach on defense, and he is now, back to being one of those the top defenders in the league at the safety position. So good job by the Chicago Bears winning this game. I felt like they were in control of this game for the most part. They were in control of the game, even when it was I think it was 10-9 at one point. I feel like the Bears still had control of the game, and that's because of how well I credit that to how well they ran the football against that Eagles defensive front. Now, as for the Eagles, I think this is going to happen for the Eagles, man. This season for the Eagles has turned out to be like 2 seasons ago, where they come off a Super Bowl run, but offense take a drastic step back. Because last time this happened, that Shane Steichen was the coordinator prior to that. They went to the Super Bowl. Shane Steichen takes the coach job. Now this year, it's Kellen Moore, who's the offensive coordinator last season, when Saquon Barkley had that really good year, over 2,000 yards rushing. He's now off with the Saints now. And now you have your new OC that is not doing a really good job with his team, with his offense. And today, A.J. Brown had his targets. 10 catches, 130 yards receiving, touchdown. Devontae Smith, I believe he had like 5 catches, 57 yards, 50 yards receiving. So, but Jalen Hurts 230 yards passing, but it wasn't enough, man. It wasn't enough to stop the Chicago Bears. To me, they made enough plays in this game to win it, and the bulk of those plays came from running the football, and that's a really good Philly defensive front that they have. You know, really good players on the defense, but they just couldn't. They couldn't stop the Bears running attack. They just couldn't. Caleb Williams, smart with the football today, for the most part, in my opinion, managed the game well. Really didn't. You really didn't have him. He really didn't need to play hero ball to win his football game, or be that playmaker that he's capable of being. All he had to do in this game, to me, was manage the game, don't turn it over, hand the football over to those running backs, and let them do the work. And that's what Ben Johnson did, you know. But Eagles are just something to pay attention to, the way they've been playing. You know, can they keep this lead of the NFC East down the stretch? Because Dallas Cowboys are coming, and the playoff race is starting to heat up. I think for the most part, 49ers and the Bears are going to be the wild card teams. Eagles, they still got a game with the well, no, they don't have a game with the Dallas Cowboys because they split. The first matchup between the two teams was the first game of the year, again, when they played in Philly. And the rematch just happened recently. So they got to maintain things down the stretch, man, to keep that lead, because Cowboys are coming. That's going to be the number one threat in regards to the division, because the Commanders are out of it. Giants, we know they're out of it. So the only threat is the Cowboys. And if they lose they lose the grip on the division, it could be up for the Cowboys could come in there and get it. But we'll see how it all play out, man. But a lot to look at this weekend. A lot to think about for the Eagles. Based on what I've read, is they say that they're not going to make any changes at OC right now. But those changes are coming in the offseason. They are coming. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make a change at head coach, but we'll see. Because this is the second time that Nick Sirianni has gone through this with his offensive coordinators. You know, you go from having a really good offense doing your Super Bowl run, then you lose that coordinator to another team. The guy that you replace him with, he's not as good as his predecessor, as his the guy he replaced as off coaching an NFL team. So we'll see how that'll play out, man. But that's all I have for y'all for right now. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're Eagles fans or a bad fan, let me know what your takes in the comment section below. Peace.